So the Festival of the Lost just started, boys, and I know what you guys are wondering. How do we get those exotic class items, especially if you guys don't have any of them? Well, you walk up to Ava and just choose your class item. You are going to have to be in a certain class. You're going to pick up that class item. So you are going to have to go through all of them. But all it takes is going to be some eerie engrams and some candy. Lots of candy, actually. And you're going to be able to get your class item. You won't have to do dual destiny. You can just pick up all the class items this way. You're just going to need a lot of candy and a couple of engrams. And remember, the engrams drop from the lost sectors, the haunted lost sectors. And the candy pretty much drops from anywhere. Just make sure that you have your mask on. So those of you guys that are missing the exotic class items, hopefully you guys picked them up. And now I'll give you a couple of suggestions on what are some good class items. But if all you came was to see the class items, then I'll see you next time. And so we're going to go over a couple for each class that you might want to be on the lookout for, especially if you're just getting into actually getting class items or farming them a lot more often. So let's get started, and let's start this time with the Warlocks. So for the Warlocks, we have a couple of interesting ones. The first one I want to take a look at is Inmost Light and Star Eater. It's a pretty simple build. It's like high ability uptime, and it hits super hard with the supers thanks to Star Eater. This is one that you can always use on pretty much anything. You also have Apotheosis Star Eater, which focuses a little bit more on the super and doing a lot of damage with your super. But this works really well on Sunsinger. If you like to do some big damage with Sunsinger, then this is the one that you want to go for. The one thing that I don't like about this one is that you don't really have a lot going for you doing like the neutral game when you're not in your super. It kind of like puts all your power into the super. Another good one is going to be Inmost Light plus Harmony. You get to spam more abilities with Inmost Light, as well as get your super back faster with Harmony, so you can spam it a lot more often. This one is all about spamming, essentially spamming abilities, spamming super. If you like just spamming things, then Inmost Light Harmony is going to be a pretty good one. Osmomancy plus Verity is another good one. This one kind of focuses a little bit more on the grenades, so you want a grenade focused build, then this is the class item that you want to go for. And the last one I want to talk about is Inmost Light plus Intercepts. This one's all about the Lightning Surge. Yep, it's the Lightning Surge one. If you want to make a Lightning Surge build that hits hard, and also you can spam it quite a lot, then this is the one that you want to go for. And those are pretty much like the best ones that I would say that you should go for on your Warlock. If you guys have any other like combos for the Warlock, make sure you guys leave them down in the comments below. And now let's take a look at the Titan ones. Now for the Titan one, I'm going to start off with my favorite, which is Eternal Warrior plus Star Eater. The Star Eater is going to give your super more damage, and then after your super, the weapons that match your super's elements are going to be doing more damage. This is really good for DPS phases. You just got to make sure that your super and your weapons also match to get the most out of this combo. But you're going to be able to put out a lot of damage with this one. This is pretty much like your DPS class item. The other really powerful one is going to be Inmost Light plus Intercepts. So yeah, this is the perfect one for the Consecration build. If you like spamming Consecration and you think it already does a lot of damage, just wait till you get this class item, because this is the one that like one-shot champions in Grandmasters. It just destroys everything. It is a ridiculous class item, and probably like the best one that you can actually get on the Titan, just straight up. Another good one's going to be Inmost Light plus Contact, and this one's kind of similar to the one that we just talked about, except that instead of getting that extra damage from Intercepts, you instead cause some jolt to targets, and overall just spread your damage around a little bit more. You essentially are giving up some of that single target damage to instead spread it over a bigger area with this. And might as well just mention the other Contact one, which is Spirit of Contact and Spirit of the Assassin. Yes, that's this another melee one. Most of the Titan ones are melee ones. This one instead will make it so you do those lightning strikes and jolt targets, and also whenever you get any kills with your finishers or your power melee attacks, you're gonna go invisible. This one is more if you're barely getting into like the melee builds on your Titan, if you're still not like super comfortable about just getting up on the enemy's faces and things like GMs, then I would recommend this one, since you have that safety of invisibility. So you could go in there, hit something with your Consecration, do all that damage all around, and then just get out with your invisibility and be safe. And the last one I want to talk about is going to be Spirit of the Bear and Spirit of the Star Eater. This one's basically the super focused one. Bear's going to help us get our super back faster by taking damage with our Unbreakable Shield. And then Star Eater is gonna make it so our super does more damage. Spirit of the Bear actually just got a buff as well, so it should be better. It's not as good as some of the other ones that I mentioned, but it's one to keep in mind if you like spamming supers. And if you guys have any other Titan combos, make sure you guys leave them down in the comments below. And lastly, we got to the Hunter, which is definitely the one that has the most combos, so we're just gonna touch on a couple of them. And if you guys think I missed out on your favorite one, then make sure you leave it in the comments below. But we're gonna be starting off with a simple one, the damage resistance one, which is Spirit of Renewal and also Spirit of Signorachne. This will make it so whenever you throw your grenades, you get Woven Mill, and also your Dust Fields will give you Frost Armor, which gives you even more damage resistance. So you get damage resistance whenever you throw your grenade, you step in it, get the Frost Armor, and then you're gonna tank even more damage. This is the survivability exotic. If all you want is to be very tanky in endgame content, then this is pretty much like the one that you wanna go for. Next up, we have the ability spam one, which is Spirit of Inmost Light plus Spirit of Coyote. Inmost Light will make it so you get your abilities back quicker whenever you use an ability, and also those abilities will do increased damage, while Coyote will give you a second dodge charge, so you have more abilities to feed into the Inmost Light. If you pair this up also with Gambler's Dodge, which gives you back your melee whenever you hit a dodge, then you have even more abilities to spam, and you're never gonna be without abilities. With this, you essentially just become an ability spamming machine. If you like spamming abilities, this is the one that you wanna go for. And yes, this will work even when you pop your Transcendence. Your grenade and your melees will come back even faster. After that, we're gonna have Spirit of the Galanor plus Star Eater. This is gonna make it so you can spam your supers a lot more often, and so those supers do increase damage. This one works really well with the Stasis Tornado and Silk Strike specifically. They are amazing with this class item right here. Not only you're gonna be able to spam them more often, but they're gonna be doing a hell of a lot more damage. And I can't talk about the exotic class items without mentioning Spirit of the Liar plus Spirit of Caliban. The probably most popular per combination for hunters. This one is all about melees. Not only are you going to be doing tons of damage per melee hit, but each melee kill is also going to trigger an ignition, essentially giving you AoE punches, which is just insane. I think this is still probably the best per combo that you can get on the class item. If all you want is to get some powerful class items, this is as powerful as it pretty much gets. Another really good one that I like is Caliban plus Synthoceps. That extra damage that you get from Synthoceps allows your like ranged melees to be able to like one hit enemies, and then they explode in ignitions, killing everything else around them. This one's really good for PvE, but I'd also recommend that you try it out in Crucible, where it also can do some pretty fun things, as long as you find enough people in one place. But that's gonna be all the ones that I'm gonna talk about today. Like I said, the Hunter has so many that I'm 100% sure that I missed some pretty strong ones. Some of the ones that I used I didn't even mention, because we'll be here for a very long time. So let me know your favorite Hunter combo also in the comments below. And with that, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for watching. I wish you luck if you're gonna go for some more class items. I think I'm gonna go for some on my Warlock, since those are the ones that I have the least of, and I kinda want more. But thank you all for stopping by today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.